your name on it. Tell me why I can't stay this long to the same.
Yo people, what's back? My name is Goodbye Mondays and welcome to another video of Dead Frontier. Today, something big has happened in Dead Frontier. Something very big, and that is the current standalone client mod pack released by Clayton. I never actually got to this until Champion exposed it to the everyone because I haven't been around Dead Frontier for a very long time. This actually released 3 days ago, now being May the 17th. That day being May the 14th, so it's been 3 days apart. I wasn't aware of this until Champion said so, and since Champion said so, I have been raving about this. So this is actually something that Clayton has produced himself, so it is not a official update, but this is something that can change Dead Frontier forever. It's amazing, really. Dead Frontier can be so much better with mods. Obviously, mods that does not give you a competitive advantage, but mods that are just for show, you know. And I hope to see some more mods in the future of what happens. So yeah, today I'm going over the standalone clan mod pack that was recently released by Clayton. Mad props to him. He's done a fucking good job on every single thing he's done for this game. Yeah, a lot of support should be going to him because he's been responsible of keeping this game going for a lot, well, for the time being, because he's helped Admin Poon out with a lot of things, and he deserves all the support he can get. Yeah, so recently he released a mod pack, and there are only 2 mods in the package, but they're all very helpful mods. One is the crosshair customization. Now, since I've been on Dead Frontier recently, a lot of people have been raving about there needs to be some sort of crosshair customization. I've seen a lot of calls for this to be implemented in the game. It's still not official, but we now got a mod of it, and it's great. So you can modify your cursor's image, color, and size. It's great. Obviously, you wouldn't have to use the original crosshair if you really wanted, but yeah. Since this is unofficial mod, you can only put this on the standalone client. You can't put it on the browser. With a standalone client, you get all the data that comes with it, and you can install the mods from there. You have no access to the data once you're in browser, and mods don't transfer onto the browser. So you will have to do it on the standalone client if the standalone client works for you, and some people may not be too happy about that, but with the standalone client you get the data, so you can download the stuff and install it. So yeah, very easy to install this stuff. Yeah, it's currently it's actually very good for what you're getting at this early on. You can get to customize with 5 preset crosshairs that are included in the package. These crosshairs are actually not included in the package, but you can take these crosshairs, you can save image as, and you can save it to your computer, and once you've installed it into your place where the crosshairs are installed, then you'll have it in game. So you can have this in game if you wanted. You can have Bowls in game. You get one from Typhoon, Mr. Swine, Namsako, and Bal, and he's made a pretty cool one there. Namsako has made a few ones. They're all pretty cool. Mr. Swine has made some radiation signs, and Typhoon has made some sort of sci-fi thing going on there. But yeah. This is also AFK support, so you can do it AFK as well. Well, you'll need to do it AFK anyway, so yeah. You need to get into the menu to do it, and then change it up. So the next one here we have is the enlarged minimap. Now, yet again, another very highly called thing is the minimap. This really helps, because this removes the use of having to go through the whole sort of GPS thing on well, not GPS, but you know, there's also some sort of projects that people go around the map all of a sudden, and then you're just you're screenshotting all the places of the inner city, and you're trying to map it together. This mod will help you do that. This mod is great. This mod is absolutely fantastic. Like the amount of work that's gone into it. Sure, it may not be a lot, but it's extremely helpful for what you're getting. So mad props to Clayton for doing this for us. He's a very generous guy. So yeah, this works around, I believe, the entire map. I mean, entire map as in whole of Fairview of Inner City, and maybe the Wastelands as well. But I might come and get to that, because Wastelands, everything in the Wastelands, every block just feels the same. Well, maybe one or two different blocks, but it doesn't matter. But now, the way to install this is pretty easy. You download it, you extract it onto your desktop, because the desktop is the best way to extract any folder. You'll need WinRAR to do it. Because it's a zip file, you'll need to download WinRAR, and that'll open the zip file, or maybe 7-zip. 7-zip is okay, but I absolutely prefer WinRAR. It doesn't matter which one you use. And then you go into the client data. It may depend on where you installed it. So yeah, that C drive. Yeah, I actually don't have my Dead Frontier data installed in my C drive. I actually have it installed in a separate drive, a D drive. So it may not be the same for you, but where you've installed your Dead Frontier, just go to Dead Frontier data, which is the folder in there. Remember, don't put the folder into the Dead Frontier data. Make sure to look in the folder, and there's going to be two separate files: assembly unit script.dll and crosshair images folder. You want to put the crosshair images folder into the Dead Frontier data folder. That'll make it work. Well, not exactly, because it'll just add the images. What you need is the DLL file to make it work, and this also makes the enlarged minimap work. Remember, the first time I actually did this, when I dragged it in, the name is exactly the same as this, and initially I thought you needed that as well as the one you're getting with the mod. So I just renamed it and put it on, and that doesn't work. That is the way to uninstall it. That is the way to install it incorrectly. What you need to do is drag it into the managed folder, and then once you've dragged it in, remember to click replace and click yes to replace, and you'll be able to run the DF1 mod pack. So yeah, very cool little thing. Very generous of Clayton for doing this, because Clayton, he's been there for a very long time. He's been around. He cares a lot about the community. He cares a lot about, he cares a lot about Dead Frontier as a whole, and you guys should definitely thank him, because he's done an amazingly generous thing today. And yeah, let's show this in the inner city. I know probably a lot of other YouTubers have shown it in the inner city, but I'm going to show it myself, and I'm going to get an in-depth view of it and show you how everything works. So yeah, I'll see you in the inner city. So we are in the inner city, and currently there is an outpost attack going on, but I'll avoid that now, and I'll show you this to you in a quieter space. So the way to access your crosshairs customization menu is in the menu. Once you get into the menu, you'll see crosshair settings. And once you see that, you'll be able to come to this screen where you can customize your crosshairs. Now, in the default version, you have 5 different crosshairs to choose from. You have the circle dot in the middle, quite different with a dot in the middle. You get that, which is kind of like a sniper kind of rifle crosshair. There's this, which is for more accurate shots. And there's also this. Now, just for the record, these crosshairs, some of them are actually used for first-person shooters, so it may not work as well for third-person. But yeah, sometimes you get what you get. You also are able to make your own crosshairs if you want to. Just remember to keep your crosshairs white so they'll be able to mix with the customization. And also be sure to save your crosshair pictures as a PNG, and also by 32 pixels by 32 pixels. Also make sure that the background of it is transparent and not completely white, because obviously you'll just end up with a white box like I did when I try to do it. So yeah, try a transparent background and you'll get it then. So you have 5 options when you're looking around your crosshair customization. You get the ability to choose your red saturation, your green saturation, your blue saturation. So you can fiddle around with it if you want to. You can make it yellow, red. Basically, it'll work the same way as normal crosshairs would. I would advise to you, if you're doing this, make sure you get a at least semi-bright crosshair. You don't want it too dark, like completely black. Well, you could have it completely black, then you could see it in the day. But in night, when it comes to night, you're not going to see it very well, probably. So yeah, just be advised about that. Then you have the option to just make it red if you want to, green, blue. So yeah, I'll probably have very little blue because that's a dark color. Then I'll probably be having quite a lot of green, and then only just minimal amount of red, just to make it kind of an orangish color. Maybe more red. Maybe a bit more blue. That's pretty cool. I'll stick with that. And your A, I don't know what A means, but A is just your opacity. I don't know what A stands for, but I know what it does, and that's your opacity of the crosshair. So if you drag it down, it's nothing. So it's just how bright, it's just the brightness of your crosshair. If you want it faded out, you could have so, like the original crosshair. The original crosshair was smaller than this. It was also gray and it was quite faded out. That's why people wanted a better crosshair. But yeah, that's how faded out you want it. Just depends really. And also your size. I actually like to have my crosshair quite small, so I'm actually going to go for 15. And the color weapon selection, this is pretty interesting. What will go for your color weapon selection, well, what will go for your crosshair, what you've customized it as, will go towards this little thing right here. And that is the highlight of your weapon. So if you click it, you see it's just changed the weapon color. And make sure not to do the same with that, because that'll also blur out the weapon kind of thing as well. So you really don't want it, and this will also affect your if you do that and have low opacity, then you're not going to see your weapon name very well. Sorry about that, I had a bit of a cutout, but we're okay now. Let's continue. For your yeah, so you don't want it the same if you're having low opacity. You want it around you don't want to have low opacity, you want to have it a nice bright thing. You want it bright anyway, because obviously you're going to see in night, you're going to see in day too. So that's the little crosshair. You can see it. It's not very big because I actually lowered the size of it, but yeah, it'll certainly do its work. Yeah, it's a nice little crosshair you can get. And now the second thing I would like to talk about is the extended minimap, like I showed you earlier. And basically the way to do this is you hold N on your keyboard. That comes up and you get a full minimap view. That is darn impressive. You're gonna, and also you actually see your character in there. You do. Oh, you don't have to hold it. You can actually just press it and it'll stay on screen. Like, you can run around if you wanted to. Yeah, and it'll tell you that you're not AFK. So it just tells you, like, you've gotta gotta be careful when using this thing because it also blocks your view and you're not protected. So yeah, just be careful. It's not your average map. It's just a little mini map, but it's very nice that you get this thing so you can press it and press it again to turn it off. And also notice you actually get you and other players can get spotted in this. So it's actually this can work competitively if you're looking around wastelands and you don't want to see another player that's and you don't want to go anywhere near other players if they might hurt you with something. And yeah, you see it moving around there, and it also detects other players, and it also I'm talking too fast, and it also detects AI and NPCs. So that is all I wanted to talk about today. I also wanted to talk about actually the new Ghost implant, I believe, and that is just yeah. I don't really like the way that Admin Poon just like puts more of this pay to win stuff out, and yeah, I'm not really seeing why I would buy it, but yeah, a lot of hardcore players of DF will probably buy it, but yeah, I'm not a hardcore player of DF. I'm an average player, completely average, well, lazy and average, so I'm not gonna buy it. And I also wanted to talk about a bit more about this mod pack. I mean, a lot of people are saying that this should have been a real update, and yeah, it really should have been a real update by a Minpoon. It really just should have been implemented in the game long time ago. If it's that quite easy to make, well, I don't know. I've never actually coded mods before, so I don't know how easy it is or how hard it is. But yeah, I don't want to go into too much detail and just make a stereotypical well, not a stereotypical thing about it, but just I don't want to make a assumption. That's all. And anyways, that's all for me. And yeah, and the reason why I haven't been uploading recently is because I don't know what to upload, guys. I've really been stumped for ideas. I got no idea what to upload. I might be thinking about streaming sometime soon, maybe. I'm also in the weekend league for FIFA, if anyone's actually interested in my FIFA videos. I am currently not doing well at all in them. So, yeah, it's been horrible. A horrible time at weekend league. Yeah. But, yeah, I'm doing okay, I suppose, in everything else. And if you guys want to see more videos, check out my Steam if you want to. My Steam is I think it's one of the first things you actually see on the Steam page. It's VIRI, and that's how you spell my name. It might be one of the first things you see, and actually a lot of people tend to find me by just typing in my username normally in search engine of Steam community. So that's all I wanted to talk to you guys about. Hope you're having a great weekend. Well, great soon to be weekend. I'm talking out my ass sometimes. I'm talking about my ass. And yeah, let's just cut it. And I'll see you next time, guys. Take care, everybody.